dropping by my channel today. If you're new, I'm Laurie. Welcome. So I went to the Dollar Tree and I picked up a whole bunch of different supplies, and I had them all on the table at home, and I'm looking at them thinking, what can I make out of these? And so this is what I came up with. It's a little witch that's turned into a ghost. She was super easy to make and inexpensive. She's actually made with everything from the Dollar Tree except a little basket in the back that I did thrift for 50 cents. I hope you have fun hanging out with me during this video, and if you haven't yet subscribed, it's super easy. All you need to do is just click that little red subscribe button below, and there is a little bell next to it if you'd like to be notified every time I upload a new video. Just click on that as well.
To get started, we're going to use some items from the Dollar Tree, and I'm beginning with this little ghost witch. She measures approximately 22 inches tall. This little 3-part sign that says the witch is in. 3 packages of the sparkly spiders. I picked purple, orange, and green. I'm using a wicker basket that I thrifted for 50 cents. But you can use anything you'd like as a base. A handful of polyfill or cotton balls or tissues. Some type of white ribbon so that we can cover the black ribbons on the legs. If you don't have white ribbon, you can always paint the black ribbon. You'll also need about a 6 to 8 inch piece of additional ribbon. I chose this black and white polka dot. You'll also need some of the raffia to make the broom, and a long spoon that will become the broomstick. To get started, you're just going to remove the hanger from the top of the witch hat, and then you're going to remove the legs, making sure that you hang on to the little metal clip that holds them in place. Once that's complete, you're just going to kind of straighten out the fabric of the ghost. I kind of flared it out so that the ends of the fabric were in 2 little points. Once you have the point on one end, you're going to use a little bit of the polyfill because we're going to make a ghost arm. I used like a handful or so of the polyfill, and I just kind of slipped it in and put it on the crease of where I made the point in the fabric. After I did it to one side, I then did the exact same thing on the other. Once you've completed both arms, you're just going to pull them in together and have the 2 little points meet. And you can start to see the little arms developing. Using your glue gun, you're just going to put a little dab of glue right at the point of the ghost's arm. And this just kind of gives you an idea of exactly where the little hands will be. This part's a little tricky. You're going to try to gather the ghost all together and then just flip it over so that its back is exposed. Using your glue gun, you're just going to place a little dab of glue on top of the polyfill. You're going to do this for both sides and then drape the fabric over the polyfill. Now, very carefully so you don't burn yourself, just try to make 2 little rolls that will become the ghost's arms. Once that's complete, turn it over and then do the exact same thing on the front of the polyfill. Then once again, carefully drape the fabric over the polyfill and form your 2 little arms. Now it's time to bring the 2 little points together in the center of the ghost. Slide your ghost to the side, and now it's time to take apart the 3-part sign. We're only going to be using the 2 bottom pieces, but make sure you save that witch hat for another project. After all the pieces are detached, make sure that you leave the ribbons attached to the boots. I'm now going to use my white ribbon to cover the black ribbons on the witch's boots. I just hot glued some white ribbon against the back side of the boot, and then I just covered the black ribbon with my white ribbon. I did this for both boots, and these will actually be her legs. If you don't have white ribbon, you can always just paint the black ribbon. Once that's complete, just set that aside, and now we are going to attach the Witch is In sign to the little ghost hands. Find both points in the fabric, then place the sign where the two little hands are on both of the points. Just kind of gather the little points together and then hot glue them onto the sign. Make sure that both fabric points are directly across from each other so that the sign does hang centered. Now we're going to give her her little set of legs. We're now going to basically hang them back where we removed the other legs. I found the center spot where they would hang straight, and then using that little metal clip, I just pushed it through the two ribbons and then attached it back into the styrofoam. Once the clip has secured them into place, then use your hot glue gun just to give them a little extra backup. And now your little witch ghost has a set of legs. Now we're going to make this little ghosty witch a broomstick. I'm using the longest plastic spoon in the package. I'm also using one bundle of the natural raffia. Once you have it open, you're going to then stretch it out. You're going to fold it in half, and then you're going to fold it in half again. Now open your bundle up and find the middle half. Then using the pointy part of your spoon, push it through the center of your bundle. I cut a piece of the raffia that was hanging off the end of my bundle and then used that to secure the bundle to the plastic spoon, but you can use a string or anything you have on hand. Now using my glue gun, I ran a few beads here and there along the plastic spoon. Very carefully, I pressed the raffia against the hot glue, making sure that it kind of secured itself onto the plastic spoon. I then used some hot glue to attach the top part of the raffia to the spoon. I'm now using my black and white polka dot ribbon just to kind of cover up where I had attached the raffia to the spoon. Adding the ribbon is completely optional. I just wanted to kind of hide where I had tied it off and where some of the glue was showing through. I put 2 lengths of it around the base of that spoon, but if you don't have ribbon, you can always just add some string or, anything that you have on hand. Once the broom's all put together, I just kind of gave it a little haircut, and then I made sure that the loops were attached to the spoon, and then I cut some of the loops, giving the broom a little bit more of a broomy type look. Now it's time to attach the ghost to the back of the wicker basket. Using my hot glue gun, I just ran some beads of hot glue on the back of the hat, and then I attached it to the basket. Once her hat is attached, now I need to attach the body. Finding the center part of the ghost, I then used my hot glue gun to attach the underneath part of the ghost to the basket. I'm not going to attach the legs to the back of the skirt. I'm just going to let them hang freely. Once the sign is completely centered on the ghost, we're then going to just use our hot glue gun and attach the 2 sides, leaving an opening in the middle so that we can slide the broom up between the sign and the fabric. Once everything is in place and exactly where you want it, use your glue gun to attach the broomstick and the sign directly to the fabric. Then using your glue gun, attach the bottom part of the broom to the fabric. Now that everything is attached, we're going to hot glue the top layer of the ghost to the bottom layer, just using your hot glue gun. Now that your ghost witch is completely assembled, we're going to embellish it with some sparkly spiders. Using my glue gun, I'm attaching a sparkly purple spider onto the broomstick. I'm attaching a sparkly green one onto the little witch sign. And then an orange spider onto the top of her hat. This is completely optional, but I decided to make some little cobwebs around the spiders. So using some just plain black string that I found around the house, I decided to kind of weave it in and out of the spider's legs. Once I was done making the web, I just tucked the little edges of the string underneath the spider. And once the green spider was done, I then began to work on the purple spider and just kind of randomly weaved the little threads in and around the legs. I decided not to do the orange spider on the hat because I figured you probably wouldn't be able to see it with the black background. And now your hanging witch ghost is ready for Halloween.
I hope you had fun making this little ghosty girl with me, and you know I always have a blast every time you stop by. If you haven't yet subscribed, super easy, just click that little red subscribe button below, and the bell next to it will notify you every time I upload a new video. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye everybody!